Hello, everybody. Welcome on into Henny Boyz Radio, episode 7. This is the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. My name is Petey. With me, I have my co-host Stevie. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How are you, man? 7 weeks running, man. I'm so happy to be the guest for 7 weeks straight. It's a record for this show, isn't it?
You know, I think a lot of people consider the number 7 to be pretty lucky. So maybe this is the one.
The one what?
The one that really just takes us over the edge of insanity.
Oh man, that'd be something special. 7 episodes into a podcast, and
That's what it takes.
that's all it takes. 7 episodes.
And we do have our producer in the back, as always. His name is Craig. What up, Craig? And again, you can never hear him, but he's there. I feel like people think we're just making him up at this point, don't you think?
Right? I was gonna say one of these times they're actually gonna hear him.
Right? Like it'll be a big deal. Like when Craig finally gets on the mic.
Unbelievable. I will say for this episode, if I do sound distracted, it is because I am watching a UFC fight at the same time as recording this episode. So
he is also just incredibly high.
That is not true, but
he wants to be like Shia LaBeouf, but we'll get into that later. Let's start it off with some Hennessy, man. What are we sipping on tonight?
I'm high on life. So you mentioned last week about the ginger ale cocktail.
Yes,
so
we're doing it.
I acquired some ginger ale. So
okay.
Now I've come to the understanding. Craig has informed me that you don't have any Hennessy, or you drank all of the Hennessy that you had.
So it got a little crazy this side of town. So it's gonna be a little different for me tonight, but we'll start off with the ginger ale before we get on to my specialty.
All right. Well, here's the WAP, the wet ass pop.
ASMR time. That was like a struggle this week.
Nah,
I was like, dang, is that thing ever going to come out?
That's what she said. I made it last a lot longer.
Yeah. That's not what she said.
My endurance and stamina is getting
I mean, when you're just at home jerking off all day, I get you. Ooh, we always love the ice.
I'm running out of Hennessy too, though I don't drink it as much as you do.
I think I looked it up, and like a normal 750 milliliter bottle is like 25 shots, and we decided last week that a shot is 1 fluid ounce.
1.5.
Or was it 2? I don't fucking know. But yeah, they fly by. It's premium liquor, folks.
I put way too much in this. Woo. It's gonna get it. I'm gonna get zooted. It's gonna be a fun episode.
Is it pronounced cognac or cognac?
I say cognac.
Right, because I feel like I interchange them myself. So
probably
listeners, let us know. Leave a review and type in how to pronounce cognac.
I also will say that I have a very strong, not strong, but I have a slight upper Midwest accent. And especially with certain words, so I think that influences this. But
cognac.
I'm surprised like Kanye hasn't made his own cognac. Kanye
West.
Cognac West.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna go for a little bit different of a sound this week. Pay attention to this ASMR, Craig. Yeah, how about that?
What is it? What you drinking?
The first beer is High Lie for
Nice.
Henny Boyz Radio. Cigar
Nice.
City Brewing out of Tampa, Florida. Rightfully so. I feel like it kind of has to fit the vibe, so that's what we're going with.
That's quality. It's good beer.
It's not as quality as Hennessy, but I mean, times are tough out here. Am I wrong?
Not wrong.
You know who else times are tough for, as previously mentioned? Shia LaBeouf. Let's talk about it.
Are they times tough for him, or is he just living life?
I feel like with him, it's always a little bit of both.
Yeah. That's probably true.
Always a little bit of both, man. He's on like a mental breakdown that gives him pleasure. He has been since 2007.
I was just going to say, he's just been on a continuous mental breakdown for the past, 10, 15 years.
This is what that Megan Fox pussy does to a man.
Oh, it's that wet-ass pussy, right?
Straight up. And now MGK's got his hands on it.
Oh, man.
Oh, buddy. Anyway, yeah, the cast, some of the cast of Fast Times at Ridgemont High got together to do a Zoom call table read of the script, and among those cast members were a lot of random celebrities. Who was there? We had Sean Penn from the movie, Jimmy Kimmel. We had
Brad Pitt,
Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt, McConaughey was there.
Yeah.
But the only guest that really mattered was the one and only Shia LaBeouf.
Stole the show, man.
Stole the show. Got zooted out of his rightful mind. Sitting in his garage in his own truck. If you haven't seen it, please go look it up.
He was
you don't even need to watch the little table read, but...
Yeah, I was watching, there was a 15-minute compilation video of just all of the Shia clips. And
that's all you need.
He really is. And he's got AirPods in, and which at first I thought he was that was how he was listening to the call. But then I realized, because there's a shot where he's just dancing. He's literally just dancing in his truck while they were doing the table read. So he must have just fucking had his iPhone playing music while he was doing this. And at one point, he takes both of them out to say his line. It's what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. He was serious about some of those deliveries, too. It's damn, this guy... We need a full remake of the movie with him in it.
Just but high out of his mind the entire time.
And he was straight up hotboxing in that truck and that garage. But he showed up, as soon as they introduced him, the guy was already looking super, super wavy. And then it just got worse and worse. For the best way possible.
Oh, for sure. I'm just glad that, some of the co-stars took humor out of it. I'm sure some of them, I would imagine some of them, I would have expected the reaction to be they're pissed off. Here this guy is, they're doing this Zoom table read, and he's just fucking around in this truck without his shirt on or a ripped muscle t-shirt, and just high off is out of his mind.
Ray Liotta didn't look too pleased, let's be honest.
No. Ray Liotta
everyone else was pretty chill. Sean Penn was having the time of his life.
He even joined him at one point. He picked up a cigarette and lit it up. He's fuck it, if Shia's lit, I'm gonna partake in something at least.
And for those who don't know, yeah, Shia was reading Sean Penn's character from the original movie. So it was just a perfect storm of beauty. Loved it.
Now what I will say was, since McConaughey was there, I kind of realized that Shia is the natural he's gonna take over McConaughey's role in Hollywood eventually. I feel he's a natural successor.
That natural, yeah.
Just stoned out, yeah, laid back, always stoned out of his mind, saying nonsense. If you've seen some of the shit McConaughey's done, it's just the stupidest shit.
Yeah. Dazed and Confused was the starting point for him.
Not even that, but in life, just if you look at his Instagram page, or you see him his Twitter.
He's a viber, man. He's a viber.
He's just a vibe, man. So is Shia.
Yeah.
So, I'm
Absolutely.
sure McConaughey was just all right. My boy's,
all right.
My boy's doing it.
That's my guy.
That's my boy.
When I fade away, he's gonna take over for me.
It's I found my successor to my throne.
Yeah, God. Anyway, man, how's I know we weren't going to talk about it much, but you got to fill us in on the Bumble updates. You finally got the new photos and whatnot? What we got?
No. I put in so last week I said I was going to put in Kentucky Derby winner as my bio. So
rightfully so.
Right, so that's what I did, and the matches went up exponentially.
We love to see it.
Also, I think what it was that my last bio just was not. I think it must have pissed some people off. So
did he still? What was it? What did you even have?
It was something like, "I'm just a good Midwest boy trying his best not to become a Florida man."
and man comes on show and complains that he's not getting matches with a with a bio like that. No, that's not that bad. I've seen worse. There are worse.
I think
that's pretty tame.
I thought it was clever, but clearly, it was not. Because as soon as I just switched it to Kentucky Derby winner, which that was all it was. It didn't say like anything else. It literally just said Kentucky Derby winner. I went from 3 in the queue to 7. At one point, I noticed the number went down. I think
thought you were gonna say like 700.
Just every female from the age of like 23 to 28 in Central Florida, they got WAP just from that phrase.
All the horse girls of Florida, they're like, oh shit.
No, it's like I there are a whole. Not many, but I mean, for me, it was a fair amount of people in the queue.
7.
So,
hey, a win is a win for anybody. You know?
Hey, man, I swiped through them today, and none of them were matches. So
the end of the story is inevitably tragic. There it is.
Man. No, I think
that was before you added the new picture, though.
Yeah, and then I added a picture of me and the plug. So
okay,
yeah,
plug, man. Oh, it's gonna be
AKA
that.
AKA the dog I live with, but yeah.
You have the dog picture and the Kentucky Derby description. Like, it's go time. I don't see what else could be better, you know?
Well, so I did change the bio again. So.
Oh. What, you took away the Kentucky Derby winner?
Yeah.
Oh. That's all you had going. Greg.
That, and in my entire just life, that is the only thing I have going for me, is what you're saying.
Well, at least you have something going, man, because tying up the MILF Chronicles of PD.
Oh no!
Tell me. It looks like we're back to square one, man. Sent her a text earlier this week. A couple hours go by, and I got hit with I feel like this is worse than getting left unread, but I got hit with the "Who is this?"
You waited too long, man. You waited too long.
She's out there happy with another young man. It's just...
Or
pain.
Or as we've talked about, probably her husband and her family and her kids.
You know, that kind of makes me feel better, man. Thank you.
Now she doesn't have to bring home some random 25-year-old male meet her 14-year-old kid and her 16-year-old kid and explain why dad isn't coming back.
You know what's really sad? Is I'd probably get along with those kids. I'd probably be like, hey, you guys got TikTok?
Hey, you guys want to go? I'll buy you guys the Travis Scott meal.
I'll go buy you guys a Travis Scott meal.
Stepdad Petey is here for you.
Stepdad Petey, man, assuming the role. But
that's what we're gonna refer to you as now. Craig, all promotional material for this podcast now needs to refer to as Stevie and Stepdad Petey.
What could have been, man? What could have been? Tina got me in my feelings. Get that after hours going again. It's just another day.
I don't know I don't know what you expected to happen.
Well, like you said, I think it was my fault. I had a very poor performance. Out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary. You don't. Man, you're. This makes me wonder if you actually are like, cracked to MILFs. If MILFs are attracted to you, maybe that was just a rare mistake, a happenstance. You know.
You know, the only way to find out is to just get back up and go back out there. You know.
Yeah. Get back on Bumble. Set your age to like 40 and up. See what happens.
And you know, I think I mentioned this on a previous episode, but you know what I got coming up this week? Las Vegas.
You're going back?
We're going back.
God
just
damn.
For the podcast. Henny Boyz.
Just for the podcast.
Leave some reviews, guys. I'm going back out there just to get some good content for the show. That's how determined I am for this. Maybe get some MILFs. you know? Some strippers at least.
Our field correspondent Petey is going to be out there with Craig. Hey, man, you need to get Craig laid or get him super drunk because we need to hear him talk.
Yeah, Craig wishes his ass was coming out with me. Fuck that shit. I don't even like going to Publix with Craig with me. I only see this guy once a week, and it's when we're recording this show.
Good. I haven't met him yet, so.
Yeah. He's a delight. God. Oh, man. That's the plight of everything for us. I feel like it's always this segment of the show where we're just droning on self-pity.
Complaining about how we can't get out of our own ways when it comes to relationships.
You should try for a MILF, man.
Nah, I don't think it's really my deal.
It's not like I'm talking to M's out there, you know? We got the ILF added.
Changing topics quick. The UFC fight's already over. Adesanya won.
Did he just win money live on air, folks? This is
I
how
just
it goes.
did.
This is how it goes.
Fuck Bumble. Fuck Tina. Stevie just made money. What? Sorry.
You win everything.
Dude, I think the last 2 times I've won in gambling has been with UFC fights. I should just stick to UFC fights.
I mean, how much do you're doing pretty low stakes betting, aren't you?
I mean, in the grand scheme of betting, yeah. I put 40 down for this one, but he was such a heavy favorite that I think I only won like 20-something bucks. And then
sure, yeah.
I think it was the Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier fight like a month ago or whatever. I put like 50 down on Miocic and he won, so that was. But he was the underdog, I think, or it was really close. So, okay. But yeah, this is now a gambling podcast. So
yeah, welcome. This is what you get here. We're uncut gems out in this bitch.
I'm not
Can't
that
stop,
bad.
Won't stop. I would hope not. Yeah. I would hope not.
I've had friends that are like, you spend too much on gambling, like to me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I've literally I think I've deposited like $100 into this. That's it. Like in the last.
Yeah, meanwhile, I know
year.
people that are betting like 100 per bet, like
every
other day. Yeah, people go crazy on gambling.
Like I think like my friends think I put like a lot of money down. Where it's like if I'm betting on a football game, it's like $5. Like I'm not. Right. I'm not like the fights. I'm like I don't fucking give a shit. Like I'll just put like a shit ton of money, a shit ton in air quotes. But like a
profit is a profit.
Yeah, exactly. But like. The football games or stuff like that, I don't. It's such a crapshoot that I don't want to risk that. It's too much money.
Yeah, why spend money if you don't have the money? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys have gambling tips, maybe leave us a review. Our podcast is out on Spotify, Apple, Anchor. Where the fuck else? You still use fucking Google Podcast, don't you?
No. I don't even think we're on there.
We are. Who the hell uses that?
I didn't realize we were.
Yeah. Oh, we're on. There are far more obscure sites that we're on than that shit.
God damn it.
Yeah, we're on Breaker, dude. We're on Breaker. We're on.
Are you looking up the list right now?
Yeah. Also, I'm just laughing at this show. This is.
Maybe we took off after Shia and got just fucking stoned off our ass before.
Yeah. What just happened, guys? Let's bring it back here. Let's bring it back a bit. Let's run it back.
No, so speaking of gambling and sports, we didn't tell the people about this leading up to it. We should have played it up because it would have been a huge thing that we could have played up. But what I'm assuming is going to become an annual thing, the Henny Boyz Bowl happened. And one side came away very, very victorious. The other side's just a bunch of losers.
I don't even remember what the final score was, to be honest, but we are talking fantasy football, folks. And my team, not good. I'm 0-6 across 3 different leagues. What can I say?
He got destroyed by me this week.
The Henny Boyz Bowl, I like it. It's too bad it had to happen in fucking week 2. We could have been leading up to it or something.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we play each other again, though, because, I mean...
Yeah, maybe. Well, in the playoffs.
Ooh. Like you're making the playoffs.
We made a decent trade, though.
We did.
We made a decent trade. Cam Newton is now on my team. Because fucking Gardner Minshew sucks
That beer's hitting you, man.
God, man. I'm so fucking high right now, dude. I'm so fucking high. I'm like Shia LaBeouf out in this bitch.
I'm trying to find...
You know, let's... No.
What?
I can't say it, but I'm about to say it. This episode is called LaBeouf Boys.
So did you you didn't see his movie The Tax Collector, did you? I didn't either, but I heard about it. So apparently his he's like one of those like method actors where he like gets like he has to live the character like while
I could tell just by that table read. Like honestly, straight up.
No, he apparently he like when he was like going through his character and like figuring out who his character was in this movie, The Tax Collector, which I guess is like just a action movie. I think it was like for Amazon or something like that.
Yeah, that came out like mad recently, right?
Yeah, and terrible reviews, like just hands like just all across the spectrum. But apparently he like figured that his character should have a chest tattoo. So because his character had a chest tattoo, he had to get his character's chest tattooed on him.
Really? I thought he already had the.
No, that was that chest tattoo you see in the Fast Times like table read is like what he got for The Tax Collector. And the crazy thing is, apparently, you don't ever see the tattoo in the movie.
Oh man! So
the man just got it, or well, I guess, yeah. Or he just was like, "No, my character has it, so I need to have it," and like just, I don't even know.
Shit, man! I can't blame him for getting that high. He's got a lot of pain to get through. Jesus.
So yeah, we don't.
This is the best movie ever made, by the way. It's
made.
Objectively, the best movie ever made. 2003's Holes, folks. Go listen to it. I said listen.
Go listen to it. What?
It's
dig it up. Oh,
yes,
dig
it. Sir. Craig, give me that,
dude,
Craig.
Screw LaBeouf Boys. This episode should be called The Whole Boys.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so fucking high. The whole boys. This is the kind of. Oh, 5 sips of a high life, folks. 5 sips. Shia LaBeouf, though, man. Can we just? Are we just gonna end up dedicating this whole episode to him?
Might as well.
You know, I remember he like knocked out Tom Hardy once or some shit.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they like got in a fight on set. I have no idea what movie it was that they were both in.
Let's look this up.
Someone find out what movie this was, but I don't know. He apparently got in such a bad fight that he like sucker punched him and knocked him out.
How long ago was his like weird like?
Dude, he's had a lot of weird shit. His Wikipedia page is a piece of art in itself.
So
his performance art and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say how long ago was his like his performance art where he like just watched all of his movies without like.
I think that was 2015. Yeah, it was.
Jesus.
Yeah, where all those memes came from, that he was like just sitting down in the theater.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
He's like his career, like his job title no longer is like actor, director. It's like meme creator, because he literally just creates memes at this point. Like the
even
Just
Wikipedia
Do It
has
thing.
Performance artist like right after
Yeah,
actor.
you're right. It does.
Yeah, no, the Just Do It stuff, of course.
Hilarious.
God,
Iconic.
I kind of want to see The Tax Collector now, though. Did you ever see Honey Boy?
No, I heard it wasn't that bad though.
Oh, dude, it was great, and it was like based on his life.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
He played his own dad and had Lucas Hedges play him. It's not like actually named Shia in the movie, but like it's based on his whole life story and everything. But and he wrote the shit. It was really good. I can't remember who directed it, but
Interesting.
yeah, I highly recommend some Honey Boy. It was only a couple years ago. I think last year, maybe even.
Yeah, I feel like he's like actually like when he wants to be is like he's a good actor. It's just
Oh, we watched The Table Read. That's
that's a classic right there. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, forget like all this franchise like Transformers movies and shit, the Indiana Jones, like forget all that, but like deep down, I mean, Holes, man, Holes.
Greatest movie of all time.
You heard it here on Henny Boyz Radio.
Trying to see what else he's done.
Disturbia was dope too.
I haven't seen that.
He was big like when we were in middle school, like that kind of
yeah.
07, 08 kind of era, because that's when when Transformers was.
Yeah, he was like doing 2 or 3 movies a year from like 05 to 012.
Happened?
Or 2012.
Oh fuck!
It's disgusting.
Doesn't have a smell.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, what was like the first Shia LaBeouf like controversy? Because I know he had his situations. I'm trying to like read some shit while podcasting.
Situations? Well, I guess in 2014 he did the bag on his head at the film festival, right?
Yeah, okay, see, that's like one of the things I was remembering.
Yeah, that was his like performance art.
What was the thing where he had like a live stream going like the whole time about how he's like not Jewish anymore or some shit? And I know he had the I'm not famous anymore, of course.
He did. I'm not. Wait, what?
That's what I'm trying to find, man.
Oh, that's weird.
And it had like him like, oh fuck, like assaulting some dude on camera.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was super messed up. It's like a Shia LaBeouf live stream.
No.
Yeah, he got arrested on the live stream.
Nah, have you seen this chest tattoo?
As of like a couple minutes ago, I was looking at it. Yeah. You're telling me that whole thing was from the movie?
Yeah.
For the movie?
Yeah.
That's a joke. I don't even want to consider that like commitment to a role. I just call that stupidity.
He plays, his character's name is Creeper, a tax collector for a crime lord known as Wizard. The actor now has the word Creeper permanently inked along his abdomen, with the rest of the design taking up his entire chest.
How could you not have gotten that like movie magically done, you know? Like that's his whole chest.
As Ayer mentioned, LaBeouf previously had one of his teeth pulled out for Brad Pitt's movie Fury. He also cut his face and kept reopening the wound because he didn't think the makeup was realistic enough.
I feel like he walks a fine line between like method actor and just like mentally ill performance artist.
I feel like he goes like way past it.
Yeah.
I feel like the guy that strides that line is like Daniel Day-Lewis or someone like that.
True, yeah. Because the more and more that I'm reading here and hearing this shit, I'm kind of agreeing with you.
Like, I feel like Daniel Day-Lewis, because he's such a crazy method actor. I remember he like one time like when he had won the Oscar for Lincoln or whatever, he like thanked his wife for like living with Abe Lincoln for like 6 months. Because he literally wouldn't change out of the role.
Yeah. He'll go out to dinner like as the character that he's performing.
How do you think that fucking works? Like, do you think he like can use a cell phone? Like, do you like if he's at Abe Lincoln, do you think he touches his cell phone?
That's a good point.
Like,
that's a good point.
Do you think
he was smashing 4 a year ago?
I was just thinking. Do you think he has to call his wife Mary Todd when he's smashing, or is it like, you're not Mary Todd?
Like if you're gonna commit to the whole method acting thing, then I'd feel like that's an essential part of it.
There's no half measures, as Heisenberg likes to say. Yeah, there's no half measures here. You go full send Lincoln here, man. Can't use cars, can't use your cell phone. Probably couldn't use a flushing toilet. Probably had to take a shit in a hole in the ground.
Like, can't even eat half of the food that catering brings on set because that's not what Abe would have had in his diet.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably knows more about Abraham Lincoln than, like, some historians do at this point. Like, the motherfucker was him.
For 6 months, I was Abe Lincoln. You don't know fucking jack shit.
You read about him for 6 weeks? I was him for 6 months. God, dude. It's too bad he retired.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know.
I feel like an actor of his caliber, like, has every right to retire, though.
Oh, for sure. Well, they all... Like, if I were them, I wouldn't work past, like, 50. I'd make
honestly.
I'd make as much money as I could, and at 50, I'd be like, see you, fucks. I'm gonna sit on my couch and get fat and watch TV for the rest of my life.
What role are you playing then?
Stevie. Only obese Stevie.
Going back to Stevie's cocktail corner, though, I feel like we need the review of the ginger ale. I feel like we only heard a couple things about it.
It's pretty good. I mean, I think like what I initially made was way too strong, so I poured more ginger ale in it, and now it's really like I don't taste as much of the Hennessy. So I don't think I found.
Did you just have a strong Henny pour, or do you think like ginger ale doesn't like cover up the liquor as much as Coca-Cola does?
I don't know. I should try like the ratios they have on the website because I just threw ginger ale in a glass and then threw some Hennessy in there. I didn't measure any.
You need like a full like bartending kit then. Like,
what we should do is if we ever make it big, is we need to hire a bartender for the podcast.
I was gonna recommend Craig, but this is the guy that just sits here drinking White Claws, so probably the last option.
Yeah, the fucker will just give us White Claws.
Yeah, personalized bartender.
If Craig was running the show, it would be called the White Claw Boys, not the Henny Boyz.
We'd probably attract a larger female audience.
Yeah, probably. And then they would hear us talk about this shit, and they'd be like, "Oh no, this is fucking disgusting. I'm not listening."
I love it. Yeah, they'll try to get in our heads about Bumble.
They'll take Tina's side in all of this.
If they see some dude with a Kentucky Derby winner bio, they're gonna know who it is.
Oh, be on the lookout in Central Florida.
You know what you should really do is add aspiring podcaster to the bio. Link the show.
Ask me. No. It should be ask me about my podcast.
That's actually kind of like funny though, because if someone got that humor, you know what I mean? Because that's like the big joke, like, oh, are you really like a white dude in your 20s if you don't have a podcast? So like, ask me about my podcast is like, oh, does he actually have one, or is he just
true.
self-aware?
All right, so I guess this is going to become a recurring thing on the podcast. So I'm going to change my bio right after this to ask me about my podcast, and we'll see what happens.
I guess we got to leave the Bumble segment just a permanent segment.
It's just going to become a permanent segment, unfortunately.
It's just a part of who it is, who we are.
Unfortunately. Oh. So, did TikTok, changing topics here, did TikTok actually get shut down?
So, as far as I know, the first thing I heard was that even if you still had it installed on your phone, that it would be like quote unquote working like as normal until like mid-November, and then this past Sunday they said that was the day that it was going to be removed from app stores, you know.
Yeah.
But apparently it stayed up like another week, and they said tomorrow it's going down from the app store.
Interesting.
So whether or not it actually gets removed tomorrow, that's another question. I feel like the whole thing is just one big gray area because nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Well, like I saw that, like I think it was like Oracle and then some other group were gonna buy like a small percentage of it, like 15%.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is what, like they were the reportedly what they wanted was that TikTok was owned by a 40% or majority of an American company.
Right, yeah, so
but
even
like,
whatever Oracle needed to take it to that or whatever.
No, so what I read was that TikTok's already partly owned by an American company. So if Oracle and this other company
what percentage of it, though? I thought it's like extremely low or whatever.
I think it's like enough where like if you factor in Oracle and if you factor in these American companies, you get over 50%. I could be wrong, which I don't know.
So that's how they're trying to
I guess, yeah, because I guess like 3 or 4 offers were put in, and I guess that was the one that TikTok wanted to
keep seeing them. I feel like every other day it's like a...
Oh, for the longest time, people were saying like Microsoft was gonna like buy it,
right,
and then just run it into the ground. But like, yeah, I don't know. And then there's like Triller. Have you tried Triller?
I mean, I downloaded it and checked it out for all of 5 minutes, and I'm like, nah, man, nah. I don't have the patience to be like an early adapter of like a new app anymore.
You know what? If Twitter was smart, they would bring back Vine.
Right, but I feel
like the
there's
perfect
so many like ifs, ands, and buts about that.
But this is like the perfect instance, right? Like TikTok filled the void that was left by Vine. I feel like because they're very much the same form of media.
Exactly,
like
that's why people love it.
Right. So if Twitter was smart, they'd be like, well, we've already got all of this set up. We've got all of the, like, it's just stored on some server and hard drive in a back room collecting dust. Just fuck it. Let's spruce it up. Add some music, like capabilities like that TikTok has with like music and audio clips
that's what
or whatever.
Everyone's trying to do nowadaday.
Right.
That's
like Instagram has the Reels now. I just think if I was Twitter, I'd be like jumping on this. I'd be like, there's a whole group.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, like all of millennials love Vine because that was like what we grew up with as our TikTok. I think it'd be perfect, but you know they won't do it. So Jack Dorsey, do it.
It's just a generational thing. I feel at this point, like this will fade away, and then that'll be their generational thing, and then next up, you know, what's next? Not Triller, but maybe I'm wrong.
Like I've heard of like people making like references to Vines, like a Vine joke or whatever, to someone not in a millennial, like a Zoomer or whatever, and them just being like, I don't get it, and then it's like, it's very much a generational
like culture. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It very much is its own generational thing. It's like I couldn't tell you anything about anything on TikTok because it's just not something that's interesting to me, and it's not in our generation, even though you're trained to be a Zoomer.
And the thing about bringing it back is I remember they tried to make the sequel. It was called Bite. I don't know if you remember that shit.
No, I don't remember that.
It was made by like the same dude that did Vine. Like he literally said like, "Oh, this is Vine too."
Interesting.
But, you haven't even heard of it. You know that just goes to show how much of a fucking flop it was.
Interesting.
And then there was Likey too, or Like I don't know. It was another competitor among the.
Well, like you even had like Casey Neistat's app.
Yeah, Beam.
Yeah. Like nothing happened with it. It's just like he sold it to like CNN or whatever, and then like
exactly like what's the point of all that? And I feel like at this point, TikTok was kind of an anomaly for how big it got because I feel like all the social media has been established at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be weird to get another big social network.
Right. And I remember thinking about that a while ago, just being like, God, I think we like after Snapchat happened, I was like, I can't think of like like there's just nothing. I mean, I guess that's the point. Like I can't think of anything, so something is going to be created because I didn't think of it. We all didn't think of it as a society, but like it just didn't seem like if it got to the point where it's like Facebook's so big, Twitter's so big, like Facebook's even buying up other like social media.
Yeah.
It's buying like it's not social media, but it's still an app. It's like WhatsApp, and it's buying Instagram, and then like it even tried to buy Snapchat at one point.
Right.
It's like
you're getting run a monopoly on social media.
Right, exactly. You're basically running to the same thing you get with like Google and Microsoft, where it's like every like great idea just end up being bought by them, and then just being incorporated in their hardware, and you never hear about it.
And that was a big day when Twitter bought Vine. Even everyone's like, "Oh shit, what's this gonna mean?" And then here we are now. It's not even anything anymore.
Didn't they buy Tumblr too? And then Tumblr's. I mean, they've obviously killed both Vine and if they bought Tumblr. Or no, Yahoo bought Tumblr, right?
Yeah, Yahoo did. And then I think the first thing I did was like they had banned like all not safe for work content.
Yeah,
which
they
like took away a lot of content.
That was it. They killed it because they banned all the porn, and that was what people were using it for was porn. So
apparently, man, I never got into that side of Tumblr, sadly, but
So the crazy thing is, the only time I ever used Tumblr was for class assignments, because I remember having, for some reason, a class assignment in one class in like high school or middle school where I had to make Tumblr posts on a blog.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a good like blog format. Like it was pretty easy to use and shit. Like
I guess, yeah. I don't remember what class. I think it was like a health class or something. I don't know why, but it was just like, it's funny, the social media that was used most for porn was the one I was posting shit on for
It was
class.
probably some like millennial teacher that's like trying to be hip with her students.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
this will make them learn. It's like, no, I don't fucking want to learn via Tumblr.
All of a sudden you're like going through porn on there like, oh, okay. this is what we're doing.
And like, I don't know how Tumblr works. I don't know if like you could see your likes and things you followed or whatever, but like you just go into your classmates and are like, oh Jesus, why does Steven just follow porn and like all of his likes are just
reblogged Pornhub.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, Tumblr was always weird, man, because I just remember there's like the whole Tumblr girls and Tumblr kid like, you know, subgroup of people, so it was just like, whereas like, you know, Instagram, like everybody's on there, you know, your mom's on Facebook, shit like that. God, but Tumblr always had like that like unique user base.
Just everybody, all of them just moved to Instagram once it got shut down, or once it like died.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Instagram, I don't know, and now look at it, it's, you use it for models. Basically,
that's all that it's used for now, is it sells sex. Just in a really like PG way.
You keep up with Carl Anthony Towns' girlfriend, shit like that, you know, the families.
Actually, so on that topic and talking about new social media, I will say that the one thing that's popped up probably more recently than TikTok is OnlyFans, which is definitely a social media.
Oh yeah. Damn, so I'm not gonna lie, man, and in all honesty here, I've never even like typed in the website.
So the only thing I've seen about OnlyFans is watching like YouTube videos where people are like, I bought like so and so's like Tana Monahue's like OnlyFans, so you didn't have to, and like just really
like a review videos of the content.
Yeah, and like they just go through it and like
interesting.
Like I don't think we ever talked about it, but like Bella Thorne like got banned off of it, and like she might have. I was like reading about how like she might have actually like killed OnlyFans in a way, because like
give me the full scoop, because I like only like skimmed headlines about that. Like I didn't dive too far into it.
So I don't totally know what she did, but like I know because she like directed a porno, didn't she, or like a softcore porn or something like that?
I think that was something separate though. All I know is that she like lied about like her content and shit.
Right, no, and that's exactly what she did. But what I mean is, like, she was, like, she did that, and then what she's doing now, I guess what this was for was, like, research for something she was doing with the film, like, either writing a film or something she was acting. I think it was a film she was, like, trying to make, or about, like, cam girls or, you know, like, internet personalities on, like, Instagram and OnlyFans. Okay. I don't know. I could be way off the mark on that. But... So she like created an account, and then she said something about like, hey, like pay was like $200 or something like that. Maybe not that much. It was like 50 or something like that. I don't remember how much it was. And then like I'll show nudes, and she didn't post anything with nudes. It was a non-nude photo. So like people were so pissed about it, I think, that OnlyFans came out and like basically changed like how they deal with money. Like I don't think she had to give the money back, if I remember correct. But they changed like apparently like how like you used to like take out money out of your account would be like once a week, but then they changed that, and then like there's longer like times with their money. I can't remember exactly, but it was like, let's see if I can find an article quick. But like
she like fucked over the people that actually like relied on it for income though. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, basically that. And let's see, I'm trying to read this article, skim it. So yeah, she said she was charging $200 for nudes, and she had 50,000 subscribers.
Damn. So she made some bank.
Right. She made $2 million apparently by the end of the week.
Yeah.
And the picture turned out to be a non-nude but sexy. This is what the article says: sexy photos of her wearing lingerie. What kind of fucking article writes it that way? Jesus Christ.
Also, just go to Google Images and you can already find those pictures.
So, predictably, customers complained and asked for a refund. So they did refund it.
So we got to ask, Stevie, were you one of the unhappy customers, unsatisfied customers?
I didn't even know this happened until after it happened. I will be honest, I've been curious about OnlyFans. I've always been like, I wonder what it's like, just like in general, because I think people like that aren't even like use it for like photos and videos and stuff like that. Like there's like celebrities that are on there just to post stupid shit.
Right.
Like, it's like a joke. Which,
and I know there's like that girl that gets paid like $1 million a month to like act like a fucking dog. Like that was like a big news article. Like,
wait, really?
Yeah, it's like it literally it's just like playing into people's fetishes and shit.
That's weird.
She literally made bank.
I know there's like I remember hearing about a guy that like sits on like pastries, like cakes and stuff, and he makes like a living off of it.
Dude, you gotta find like our forte, you know. You gotta get a little specialty.
Oh man, I know like like some of the women on there just make like obscene amount of money.
So like we have a project for episode 8. You and I are both gonna download this, and we're both gonna buy into one. It can be super cheap, but we're not gonna reveal it until next week. It's just gonna be videos. It's just gonna be pictures and videos of us, just naked, but having bottles of Hennessy over like our dicks. Craig is giving me the weirdest look right now.
Craig will just be in. You'll just see a pair of like glowing eyes in the background, and that's Craig, and like a floating thing of like White Claw, or like a crumpled up White Claw.
I couldn't even like point out OnlyFans like logo. I don't even know if they have a logo.
I think it's just like I don't know.
Wait, do they not have an app? Is it only a website? I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, so apparently what happened, what OnlyFans changed after Bella Thorne's thing.
Did they not have an app?
Dude, I don't know. Look it up.
What the fuck?
So they
changed it being an app.
They changed their policy, so now the maximum price for a message is $50. The maximum tip you can send is $100, and all the money you make is pending for 30 days.
So she basically did fuck over everybody that was making money, because people were actually bringing
exactly, because before you could take out the money once a week, so you like a weekly paycheck. Now you have to do it once a month.
Okay.
So you no longer have like a weekly paycheck from it, and on top of it, they're limiting how much you can like make off of it. So
God, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can only charge $50 for content because she charged $200.
What was the max that he could do before she came in and fucked it up?
That's a good question.
Was there a limit?
I don't think so.
God, dude, imagine paying like $1,000 for just like a tit pic.
Dude, there's some crazy motherfuckers out there.
This is very true. But the crazy motherfuckers are the ones that are donating $2,000 on Twitch just for a streamer to say their name.
This is true. And Twitch is like crazy. Like that's another social media that's like exploded because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So I guess we were completely wrong in how there's like no new social medias because all of these things are popping up that we just
true. But like, I mean, I feel like live streaming has always been like a thing, but now Twitch is like the one. Because I mean, even like YouTube still has some pretty big. Like,
yeah, but Twitch is like killing them all. Like Mixer closed down. Like they paid Ninja like $30 million or something like that, and that couldn't even like his views dropped significantly when he moved to Mixer, and then eventually Mixer.
They're big outside of gaming now is a even bigger thing because before it was like I don't want to watch people playing video games,
right?
But now it's like damn, they have the concerts on there during the pandemic, whatever live music, whatever it may be.
I mean, there's like people that are famous like on there for like the just chatting because like they're just funny people. Yeah,
the homies.
So that you can make a dime off that too. It's fucking crazy.
So where Henny Boyz going next? Are we starting at OnlyFans or Twitch?
Fuck it, why not both?
Or Triller.
We can make Henny themed. Fuck it, we're a global brand. We need to be on all of them. We're not even on YouTube. We're not even on Twitter. We're not even on Instagram. We're not even on Facebook. We're on like just we're on the Spotify social medias, the music media social medias. That's it.
We keep it low profile, bro.
Yeah, as you can see from our view count, it's there's a reason why.
Anything is possible.
Boo. That was awful.
You're awful. Fuck you.
I am.
Square up right now. Let's go. Craig. God. See, folks, this is what happens when you listen this late into the episode.
It just becomes us yelling at us. Us just yelling, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Anyway, it's time for the ever so famous Last Sip segment. Steve, you got anything juicy this week, or what we got?
Oh man, so we seem to be talking a lot about social media and dating apps here. Yeah. You know, the past couple weeks, especially with like, Bumble. I don't think we really talked about Tinder. One of these times we need to get on Hinge. You need to get on Grindr. Give us an update.
Get on. Get off, you mean.
But so this week's Last Sip is more of a business-themed business idea in that frame. And I've decided that I'm going to create a dating app, but it's we talked last week how there was like a Catholic dating app.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a dating app for narcissists.
That's called Bumble.
Well, I'm going to call it Humble. So that's another kind of dad joke, but
shit. There's always the dad joke energy. Whether it's up front or down low, it's always there.
You don't want dad down low.
What's the specialty of Humble though? How do you like? Is it narcissist meeting non-narcissist or
no? It's narcissist meeting narcissist. I feel like that's the only. I feel like that's the only person that can love a narcissist is another narcissist.
You're not wrong.
And that would be really interesting. I don't know. I didn't put much thought into it. Other than I was more thinking about the name because Humble it's funny, but I don't know. Like what would be some of the characteristics of the app? Like
all selfies for their photos.
Yeah,
like you can only upload a selfie.
Like measurements of like physical statistics. Like
there you go.
How tall I am.
That's a good one. Yeah.
How big my dick is.
You
how
don't
big
have,
my tits are.
No religion or anything. It's just all physical.
Your net worth.
That's a good one.
Your yearly salary.
That's a good one.
Your car, like you just put in the type of car you drive.
Family relations, like if you have any like celebrity relatives.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. Humble.
Great, and then like you can have like the question boxes like in Bumble, and like questions can be like, what's your greatest achievement? I don't know. Who would speak at I don't know. Who would speak at your funeral? I don't know. That's not a good one. Maybe. Like if you had a famous person come and speak at your funeral, I don't know if that makes sense. That might be.
I was the MVP of my sophomore year of football team.
But not varsity, JV.
Anyone on Humble is clearly someone that peaked in high school.
We'd be perfect candidates for that thing.
Peak, man. Jesus. I didn't
Dude,
even peak in high school.
Peak? Psh, I would begun to
peak. There is no peak. You don't have to peak.
You can just be a plateau your entire life.
The Henny Boyz are straight line. We're straight in everything we do, man.
We're
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
We can have one where they can have one question where it's like, how many viewers do your podcast have?
A straight line.
Straight line. 0.
How many straight lines of waveform have we had in this podcast episode?
Just dead silence, just dead air.
Craig, you really got to help us out, man. I like Humble though. It's
it's a good app. It's a new venture. If you
funny shit.
Now, if I do see this on the App Store in the next 6 months,
give us royalties.
My lawyers will be in touch. Craig will be in touch.
Henny Boyz legal team. Yeah, you guys don't know about Craig's day job. I'm not saying what it is, but
it does involve the law.
It involves a law, but he's not what you think he might be.
He's a stripper lawyer.
I'm gonna need him after this Vegas trip, man. Sheesh.
You better get some good fucking stories. I don't want to hear you come back and be like, yeah, it was fucking great. I drank and gambled and no, I need you to come back and be like, dude, I did a line off a stripper's asshole and then I found
I have
10 MILF and just banged them till I died.
What is the motto of Las Vegas?
Okay, that's fair, but still.
Okay. What do you want me to even if I recorded an episode there, it's gonna be like Area 51. Like it's just gonna be like alien noise.
This is true. We'd have a tell-all episode of what happened in Vegas, and then the next week's episode would just be me. Be like, well, Peter's gone. The Vegas police came and seized him, and he broke rule number 1, and it was you don't talk about what's in Vegas. So.
That might happen anyway. Yeah. I might not be here. You know. Who knows? If I really want the content we need, like you might be solo host in the next.
I was gonna say one of these episodes, or if we run out of content, you're just gonna have to tell the story about how you got arrested.
Oh shit! I'm surprised that hasn't even come up at all yet.
We can save it for another episode. That's a little teaser. Yeah, that is a story.
Damn.
Petey story time.
We'll make sure the right people are listening, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Tina.
Tina,
call your boy back.
I would tell.
Tina. No one cares that you have a son and daughter and husband.
You know what I didn't.
Petey's got that young dick.
You know what I didn't think though is I didn't respond to her saying who is this. So in a way, I actually fucked it up all for myself.
You should have responded and been like, I'm the best thing to happen to you.
Oh my god, that's Tina. There you go.
All right, that's the cue. So
I'm gonna text her right now. We'll come back. Next week's gonna be good,
do it
man.
For us.
We're gonna have
Tina
stories.
I want to hear stories.
Hopefully another MILF story. Shit, dude.
Oh man. Yeah. So like us on whatever hundreds of apps that we're on.
Pocket Casts. All our listeners.
Whatever Peter's been uploading this to, like it, leave us a review, give us those 5 stars, share this with your friends and family, share it with your grandmother, share it with your pastor. Yes. Yeah, I don't know.
Pastors especially, man. This is a Christian podcast.
This is Jesus talk. So
we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I escape from Las Vegas though.
God, I hope you get sucked into the Death Star.